Hello everyone. Welcome to the online lecture series on financial management. This is the part 4 of the video series. Today we'll discuss what are sources of finance. My name is Prasenjit Roy. I have qualified PhD, NET JRF and MCOM in Accountancy and Finance. Presently I am an assistant professor in the Pune Institute of Business Management, Guwahati campus. So let's begin. What are the sources of finance? So when you talk about the sources, we should always remember from where we gather finance to conduct our business. Okay. So before that, we need to understand that in order to identify the sources, first we need to identify the term or the duration for the requirement of funds in our business. What is the nature of our requirement? Is it long term? Is it short term? Or it is medium term? Okay. So basically when you talk about this, we should always remember financing needs and sources of finance. Okay. These are the factors that is responsible in order to identify our sources as per the duration. Okay. So usually when you talk about long term financial needs, okay, it refers to the period of 5 to 10 years. Okay. So before we begin this, okay, there are three types of, okay, or you can say three characteristics of identifying our financial needs. Okay. So the first one is long-term financial needs. Okay. So long-term financial needs are those which exceeds a period of 5 to 10 years. Okay. Such as purchase of machinery, plant, land, or building, okay, involves long term purchase. This is not meant for short term. We don't purchase machinery or building for 1 year, okay, or for 3 years. It is generally an important element in the business operations, okay, where we need a permanent location for our business or a machinery for producing our items. So minimum it has to go beyond 5 years, okay, or even 10 years depending on the requirement. The next one is medium term financial needs. So here it refers to the needs that are based for a period of more than 1 year, okay, but not exceeding 5 years. Okay. So here this might refer to certain kind of requirements where the requirement is not exceeding 5 years. Okay. Similarly, moving on to short term. In short term, we refer to all those requirements, okay, which are within 1 year. Okay. Within 1 year. Such as purchase of raw materials, debtors, cash. Okay. So sum total of all this gives us the, okay, view of total requirement of funds by our business. And depending on this categorization, the sources of finance is again sought by the business in order to efficiently raise the finance. So now what are these sources of finance? When you talk about the sources, the long-term sources, okay, the long-term sources. The first one is share capital. What is share capital or equity share? These are nothing but units of ownership. Okay, units of ownership in a business, in a corporation. Okay, in a corporation. Okay, so here share capital means the participation or the unit of ownership that is owned by an investor in a company. Okay, so what are preference share? Preference share is another financial instrument, okay, where unit of investment is given to the investor, is given to the investor. Okay, but here ownership is not given. Here preference shares, okay, or preference shareholders, they enjoy the right ahead of equity shareholders. Okay, that's why it is known as preference. Preference is being given to the shareholders. Okay, in this category, the shareholders do not enjoy the right to vote. Okay, and they will receive dividend whether the company is in loss or profit. It doesn't matter. Okay, often at times there are rules where company is at profit, it has to give preference to the preference shareholders while giving the dividend, and whatever residue, okay, whatever profit remains after that will go next to the equity shareholders. Okay, next comes retained earnings. So retained earning is nothing but a share of profit that is kept aside. Okay, it's a share of profit that is kept aside. Okay, it's retained for future use of the business. Next, debentures and bonds. So here debentures and bonds refers to another financial instrument, okay, where it acts as a borrowing instrument. Okay, it acts as a borrowing instrument where debenture refers to that instrument which is issued by a company, okay, as a debt instrument where the company is supposed to provide or pay interest on the amount that is raised by the debenture. Okay, that is raised by the debenture. So suppose A Limited is issuing debenture, okay, to raise money. So here there is B, C, D, okay, who are giving money, okay, or investing through debenture. Then A Limited will have to pay, okay, these investors later on, okay, later on the principal sum, okay, principal and interest. Okay, so both this amount needs to be paid by A Limited to B, C and D. So it's a type of borrowing instrument. We should always remember borrowing instrument. Okay, it's opposite to equity and preference. Here it acts same as taking loan from a bank or from any financial institutions, but only difference is that there is no other financial institutions involved here. Here directly a company without the involvement of bank, okay, without the involvement of bank can raise money from the investors, okay, from the investors, and this is regarded as one of the cheapest source of finance. Okay, so next is loans from financial institution. So in this source company can take loan, okay, company can take loan from banks, okay, from development banks, commercial banks, cooperative banks. Okay, so loans from state financial corporation, okay, like SIDBI, okay, state financial corporation. So here it's the same kind of financial corporation where it's owned by the state. Okay, loans from commercial bank, okay, such as SBI, okay, or HDFC, etc. It's almost same as financial institutions, but it's specifically mentioning commercial bank. Next one is venture capital funding. So in venture capital funding, these enterprises, they primarily focuses in private equity financing. Okay, private equity financing. So here what happens, this venture capital funding is almost same like share capital, but instead of going through SEBI, they are financing directly in the company. Okay, they are financing directly in the company in its early stages. Early stages. So this is more like a internal kind of an agreement, okay, without involving any other agency or regulatory authority here. Venture capital funding is private equity financing. We just have to remember that private equity. Okay, here the owners or the private equity holders, they are not selling it. Okay, their main purpose is not to sell the investment later on, but to gain on the large scale capacity of the corporation. Okay, next is asset securitization. So here asset securitization refers to, say, suppose a company, okay, has issued short term loan, short term or long term loan. Okay, now it has issued, okay, remember, it has issued short term and long term loan, so it is supposed to receive this amount at a later period, say suppose December 2020. Okay, but the company is in need of money, in need of money now. Okay, so what can it do? It can go, okay, and apply for asset securitization. Okay, so since this loan is issued and the money is due by December, okay, so this is an asset for A Limited. Okay, this is an asset for A Limited. Okay, so this asset can be securitized. This asset can be securitized for raising money. Okay, for raising money, say from suppose commercial banks, okay, or financial institutions, okay, or etc., or any other organization. Okay, so what they can do, they can apply for that required money by, okay, by guaranteeing this loan. Okay, this loan that they are going to receive the loan later on. So this is an asset which can be securitized and raise their required money, Okay, so here often why it is helpful, because here company is not creating additional debt burden on it, because since it is able to securitize the asset, whatever money they are owing in the future is guaranteeing its loan at that moment. So hence it is a bit less burden is created for the company. Okay, the last one is international financing, like euro for issues foreign currency loans. Okay, so these are basically financial instruments which are issued outside India, where suppose an NRI, okay, or a foreigner can invest in the companies of India through all these financial instruments. Okay, so this is the sum total of long term sources. Okay, usually this sources is against that 5 to 10 years period. Okay, so that's why regarded as long term. Shares are not issued for short term. Preference shares are not issued for short term. Okay, if debentures are issued, then the term would be somewhere between 10 to 5 years. Okay, so the payment has to be made by the company, okay, to the investor, okay, debenture holder, between 5 to 10 years. Okay, in terms of long term instrument, okay, or long term financial requirement. Okay, so we should remember that whatever financial instruments are there in the market, those are also based on long term, short term, and medium term. Okay, so often we come across long term. Okay, so if we consider long term requirements, it will also resemble 5 to 10 years. The same is with medium term and short term. Now moving on, when we talk about medium term, we'll see almost all these sources are same as long term, but here we should consider the fact that these are less than 5 year. Okay, 5 year period. So always remember, if these are issued for medium term requirements, okay, then it should be having a tenure of less than 5 years. Preference share, the explanation remains the same, but the period will be less than 5 years. Debentures less than 5 years. Okay, public deposits and fixed deposit for a duration of 3 years. Okay, so public deposits are almost same like fixed deposit. What happens in fixed deposit? In fixed deposit, what happens? Banks are issuing fixed deposit, right? Banks are issuing fixed deposit, okay, which is subscribed or which is invested by normal investor, okay, invest like us, common people, okay. So only bank can issue fixed deposit, okay, as per RBI guidelines, okay. There can't be any other company that can issue fixed deposit, okay. But suppose a company wants to raise capital through public deposit. What it can do? It can issue this public deposit, okay, scheme, which will act the same kind of with the same kind of process that is applied in fixed deposit, okay, and the investors will invest through this public deposit, okay. Here it will be issued under the guidelines of SEBI, okay, and Ministry of Corporate Affairs, okay, who will administer the entire issue, and of course the registrar of the company, okay. So we should always remember one thing: public deposit and fixed deposit is almost same, but in case of fixed deposit it is issued by bank, and in case of public deposit it is issued by the company directly to the investor, okay. So while issuing public deposit, just like fixed deposit, there will be an interest rate which will be given by the company to the investor after a particular period of time. In this case it will be less than 5 years. It will be less than 5 years, okay. So I hope you are clear with public deposit, okay. Next is commercial bank, is the same, less than 5 years. Explanation will be the same. Financial institutions is the same, okay, same with the earlier explanation. State financial corporations, okay, lease financing and hire purchase financing, okay. So here lease financing, we have all studied what is lease and hire purchase. It refers to a contract of using the assets for a particular period of time where we pay lease rentals, okay, lease rentals to the owner, okay. So hire purchase is under Hire Purchase Act and lease financing is under Indian Contract Acts, okay. So under lease financing and hire purchase financing, there are lease rentals involved where the owner gives the right to use the asset, okay, in this case to the company, where the company will give a type of lease rental, okay, monthly rental to the owner for utilizing the asset, okay. So now coming to the next one, external commercial borrowings, okay. So this is another debt instrument, okay, debt instrument which is issued outside India, okay, outside India by a company in India, okay, for raising money, okay, for raising money. The unique thing about this is that company from India can issue it outside India, okay. So euro issues is kind of same. It's a type of financial instrument which is issued outside India, specifically in European countries, okay, specifically in European countries for raising capital, for raising capital. Okay, the last one is foreign currency bonds. So here bonds are issued in the foreign market, in the foreign financial market, to raise money for the company. Okay, so all these medium sources has one thing in common. We should always remember that is, these are based, okay, for a tenure of less than 5 years. Okay, less than 5 years, from 1 to 5 years. Okay, the last one is short term sources. Okay, what are short term sources of finance? Okay, when you talk about this, the first one is trade credit. So trade credit is something that is provided by the suppliers, okay, suppliers of raw materials, okay, or any kind of creditors for that matter, okay, who are, okay, providing this trade credit, okay, where suppose a company can get the goods and pay the adequate amount or pay the required amount later on at a particular date. Okay, later on at a particular date. So trade credit is a facility given by any supplier of raw materials, okay, where it is advantageous for the company to pay at a later date. Okay, the same goes with short term, okay, commercial bank loans. So here short term signifies less than 1 year. Okay, so if you have noticed, here we don't have shares, here we don't have debentures, here we don't have all the other sources which were highlighted in the earlier slides in long term and medium term. Why? Because those long term sources, okay, carry a certain percentage of interest. Okay, longer the duration, larger is the sum of, okay, longer is the duration, larger is the amount of interest. Okay, don't focus on the higher amount, higher rate of interest. When we observe that short-term sources, when you compare the two, we'll find that the rate of interest is higher in short-term sources, okay, but it is lower in long-term and medium-term sources. However, when we compare it with the long duration in long-term source and medium-term source, we'll find that the amount which you are paying in interest is quite large in comparison to the short-term source. Okay, hence it is really important for us to decide on the requirement first and then decide on the sources of finance. Okay, we'll never purchase machines, okay, machines through short-term, okay, short-term source of finance. Okay, in this case, say suppose through commercial bank loans of short term. Okay, why? Because we have to pay, suppose the machinery is costing us 50 lakhs. Okay, so here, since if we are considering to buy the machine at 50 lakhs with a short term lending, say suppose, which is less than 1 year, we are actually taking loan of 50 lakhs which we need to repay in 1 year period. Okay, so this will create a financial burden for the company. Okay, this will ultimately create a financial burden for the company. Ultimately, here the company will have to, okay, have to resort to aggressive practices, okay, aggressive production in order to attain that 50 lakhs. Okay, 50 lakhs in order to repay the bank. Okay, 50 lakhs to the bank. Why? Because 50 lakhs will carry an interest rate which needs to be repaid to the bank at within 1 year. Okay, this will create a financial burden for the company. So instead of doing this, what the company will do, company will go for 5 years or 10 years. Okay, so here it will of course a financial burden, but it will be distributed financial burden. Distributed financial burden. Okay, distributed financial burden. So here ultimately company is raising 50 lakhs for purchase of the machinery, but the financial burden will be less. Okay, so we should always remember that longer duration, okay, longer duration means longer duration, larger amount of interest. Okay, shorter duration, higher rate of interest. Okay, so our requirements should be matched in order to understand the significance of short term and long term. Okay, if our requirement is long term, we should always go for long term sources. We should never go for short term, because the financial burden will be too big. Okay, so in long term requirement, it can be distributed across the entire tenure. Okay, if it is 5 year, it will be distributed within 5 years. If it is 10 year, it will be distributed to 10 years. Okay, so the next short term source is fixed deposit. Okay, any bank fixed deposit for a period of 1 year or less, it can be utilized as a short term source. Okay, so here advances received from the customers. So if the customers are pre-booking or booking your product, okay, that can be utilized as an advance. Okay, so usually when we book a product, it can be, okay, the time frame might be 3 months to 6 months. Okay, 3 months to 6 months. If you see, if you are booking a car, or if you are pre-booking a cell phone in Amazon or Flipkart, you will see you are booking it for 1 month, 3 months or 6 months. Okay, not beyond 1 year. Why? Because these are advances that can be raised from the customer in order to line up or smoothly create or produce your item. Okay, so and other various short-term provisions. Okay, various short-term provisions which are created by the company. Reserves, okay, short-term reserves, okay, which needs to be, or contingencies, okay, money kept aside for emergencies, that can be utilized as short-term provisions. Okay, so we should remember that, as I've already said, long-term sources should be used for long-term requirements. Okay, it should never be used for short-term requirements. The same applies with short-term sources. Okay, short-term sources should be used only for short-term requirements. It should not be used for long-term requirements. Okay, so here I have prepared certain questions for your self-understanding. So number 1, what are the long-term, medium-term and short-term financial requirements of a company? 2, what is relationship between the financial requirement and sources of finance? Send in your answers via email to thealltutor@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and press the notification bell for more updates. And stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.